Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going? This is TweaK back again with yet another gun guide video. So, guys, every year, you know, new patch, new parts. Everybody asks, what's the new best M4 build? Well, I've got you covered. At least the most ridiculously low M4 recoil-wise that we have seen in quite a number of patches. Shout out to my man, Mr. Ventores, for sending me this build. I've used it quite a few times. And, well, it's an absolute laser beam. If you guys thought M4s and HKs last wiper beams, whew, have I got something to show you. So here it is. This is the M4A1 newest, lowest recoil build. So what we're looking at here is a whopping 14.5 ergonomics. And if you take out the mag, you know, 32.5. But let's face it, if you're running this gun, you're more than likely going to be running 60 rounders in it. You can get a little bit better on the ergonomics if you decide to run 30 rounders instead. They obviously do have much less of an ergo penalty compared to the 60 rounders. So what have we got going on here exactly? So let me show you guys. We've got the new Silencer Co. Saker ASR 556 suppressor. This is the new best in slot suppressor. Because it offers a tiny little bit more recoil reduction than the SDN suppressor, and the flash hider also does as well. So the flash hider suppressor combo is the new best in slot recoil reduction combo for the M4. We're also going back to using the advanced buffer tube along with the PRS Gen 3. So the PRS Gen 3, we've seen this one before. We've used this in like many builds. I reckon that my build for this is likely going to change for something that isn't as low recoil, maybe with some extra ergonomics. So one thing that I could maybe mention about this build is what you could do is swap out the RK2 grip for a shift grip, and you could also swap out the PRS Gen 3 for something like, I don't know, an MOE stock with a butt pad or something, just something with a little bit more ergo to it. You can, of course, run the gun without a suppressor and run it loud. That will give you a lot more ergo. However, then your M4 is going to be loud, therefore not as tactical, therefore not as efficient at killing people. But on an actual note, I find the muzzle flash on M4s to be absolutely insane. Some people still do enjoy running the jailbreak setups. If you can see past the blinding flash that comes off it, good for you. You will, however, never ever catch me using the jailbreak combo ever. It's I don't think it's very good at all, and I think it makes it very hard to see what you're shooting sometimes. Now, we are also using the what's it called, the SAI QD 14.5-inch rail along with a 20-inch AR barrel. And then we've got the, of course, the M-Bus front and rear sights for like the tiny little bit of extra ergonomics, along with the Growless pistol grip. The RK2, we've got an M-Lock on there, obviously, because it needs the M-Lock rail to put the grip on. And then we're using the JP Enterprises gas system. So here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to pull this into my hideout real quick, and I'm going to give you guys a look at how much of a beam it is. So I'm just going to press shift. I'm not going to pull down. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to hold down left click. So as you can see, it jumps up, and then the grouping's all pretty damn tight together. So let me just do this one more time. And this time I'm going to just control it a little bit. Maybe we'll control it on this dude's head. So you've got that standard left to right a little bit, but other than when it pulls left and right, it stays pretty damn dead on. So at that distance, pretty easy to hold on to it. Even if, like, if you put a scope on it, let me put a Valde on it, and it's even easier. I swear it's easier to control the recoil with scopes sometimes. Make sure she's on full auto. Just stick this on that. Don't know why it's just so much easier to keep a tight grouping with a scope, but oh, my mouse is on screen for some reason. Well, I'll let you see how I'm controlling it. But yeah, this gun is an absolute beam. The only thing that sucks about it is it has really low ergo. If you're one of those people that always wants, you know, the lowest recoil possible, well, this gun is for you. Now, as far as the cost goes, we've got a standard M4 here. We're going to open up the build for the M4. Here she is. And this build is going to cost you altogether about 97,000 rubles and about 1,600 USD, plus however much you pay for the Gen 3 stock in gray. I think it's about 20 to 25k, so you can add maybe, you know, 120,000 rubles plus about $1,600. Now, you could maybe find some of these parts on the flea market, you know, if you change it to all. We can probably get some stuff a little bit cheaper. So yeah, you see 191,000 rubles, $600. So that is all up to you. However, usually you're going to get the stuff cheaper on the traders, especially at this early point in the game. So there you have it. This is the new best in slot M4A1. It's a lot of fun. I've used it quite a few times this wipe. I got this one back in insurance, I believe. My teammate ditched it for me. And yeah, it's just quite nice. So I'm just going to show you guys real quick the variant to the lowest recoil one. So what we're going to do is we're just going to leave the advanced buffer tube in there, stick on an MOE, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. And just to show you guys the ergo difference, we went from like 14.5 ergo to 32 ergo just by swapping out the stock and the pistol grip. So I'm just going to assemble these real quick. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it into my hideout. And I just want to show you guys the difference, because some people think you have to mod your guns to the absolute lowest recoil possible in order to make them, you know, quote unquote usable. So you guys saw what I just did. I'm going to try and keep the same grouping on that head there as I did before. And shock horror, it is still an absolute beam cannon. It just takes like a tiny little bit more effort to control it. I'll try and do it on the head back here. I mean, the grouping's not that great, but I mean, from this distance, you'd probably be tap firing anyway. But I mean, yeah, with the other gun, way more of a laser beam, takes way less effort to use. But I mean, you're also, you know, taking forever to ADS with the other one. It's a little bit less obvious with the Valde on it. If I put the Romeo on, you guys will probably see a little better. Also, I know some of you are probably like, why are you using the Romeo? What's wrong with you? I actually really like this optic. This is one of my new favorite optics I've been running on everything this wipe. Don't ask me why. I didn't even like it the first time I used it, and now I just do. It's just yeah, I don't know. I've just really been digging it. But yeah, as you guys can see, with this gun, like, you just aim center mass past a certain distance and your bullets are going to be grouped on their chest no matter what anyway. So there you have it. That is the new best in slot M4, at least when you have, you know, the PRS Arcade 2 on it for the lowest recoil. And then this is the one I'm probably going to end up running with, just so it has a little bit of extra ergonomics to it. And yeah, that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys, you know, enjoy this M4. If you're a high enough level, grab all the parts, throw it together, give it a try, see what you think. Let me know how it compares to your own M4s that you're running. And also remember, you don't always have to break the bank when you're building guns. This is an extreme example of, like, you know, the lowest recoil build in Tarkov. Yes, you're going to spend like 250,000 rubles on your gun. Do you need to do that? Not necessarily. So always remember, guys, these are maybe the quote unquote best in slot guns, but you can always just use guns that cost about half the price. You know, the same gun, half the price, you'll still get the job done. You just got to be a little bit more precise with your shots and choose when you're going to do your spraying and praying. So that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what gun builds you want to see in the comments down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Please make sure to leave a like, leave a comment down below, and make sure to hit the subscribe button if you guys want to see more content like this in the future. I would very much appreciate it. So guys, see you on the next video. Peace out, my dudes.